What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. Today is day 30 of cycling our new aquarium, so make sure you stay tuned to find out more. Hey Fanatics family, welcome back. As always, check out those links in the description. Today, as I said, it is day 30 on the day of filming. It may not be on the YouTube channel, but today is day 30 of filming the outdoor aquarium. And as you know, we have cycled it and now it has some Japanese top view ranchu in it. So I thought it would be good to do some few water tests, take a look at the pond, see how things are maturing, changing, and just slowly coming along. This is probably just going to be the last episode of this series because the tank is pretty much cycled now and we've gone through that 4-week process and everything is slowly coming together. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing for the continuation of this cycle and the continuation of keeping these fish, and what I would suggest to beginners or what I would suggest to you guys at home, and how to go about maintaining this tank so the fish are kept in tip-top condition and everything is running as it should be. So I'm going to head outside now. I'm going to show you the tank, maybe do some underwater footage of the fish, then we'll come back in, we'll do some water tests, and then I can explain what I would do to maintain the tank further and into the future. So I'm going to head outside now. We'll catch you in a minute. As you can see, the pond is really starting to get a lot of algae build up on the walls, which is something that a lot of our fancy goldfish keepers really aspire to have on our indoor tanks, but it is so difficult to get it to grow well on the indoor tanks. But as you can see, it has grown so quickly already in the sun, and the pond is looking really good and really starting to mature. Here you can really see that green starting to grow on the bottom and also now up the sides where it gets less light. Now I've just come inside and I'm going to do ammonia and nitrite test just to see how the pond is maturing and how it is coming along. Now generally, once I see no ammonia and nitrite, I will not test for these ever again. Now this may be controversial, and if this is your first setup or if you are a beginner, I would continue to test these for a couple of weeks at least. But as this is not my first rodeo, I know what to expect, and the fish are going to tell me if there are any problems in the pond, and I will be able to tell from their signs if there is any ammonia, nitrite, or something wrong present in the water. So I've let the test sit now for around 3 minutes. I'm just going to check them, but both of them show completely clear, so there is no ammonia or nitrite and the tank is cycled. So now I'm just going to explain a few details on what I'm going to do for the continuation of this tank. Now it is cycled and the nitrification process is slowly starting to ramp up, especially as the temperatures are starting to creep up now and it's getting a lot warmer. So the bacteria will start to populate even more and they will start to work more efficiently. Now when I added the fish, I didn't feed them for the first 2 days. I let them settle in. And because we did a cycle without any fish in it, we didn't technically do the fishless cycle, but we didn't cycle with any fish in it, I slowly added some food. Every single day I added a little bit of food, just so we could get a little bit of ammonia and nitrite buildup, so the nitrification process could slowly ramp up and the bacteria could slowly catch up without it being too quick, too much ammonia, too much nitrite coming at it all at once. So I also make sure I do around a 40% water change twice a week. This helps keep those ammonia and nitrite readings from getting too high, especially at the beginning of the cycle. Now once this tank's around 2 months old, maybe 2.5 months old, I will pull that back to around a 40 to 50% water change once a week. Now as I said before, if you're doing this process where you are adding fish after you've let the tank cycle, I always think it's best to add some really small fish or 1 or 2 fish and keep on top of that maintenance. If you're going to add lots of fish at once, it's going to overload the system, and this is when we lead to problems with a cycle crash or ammonia burns etc, etc, and bad water quality for our fish. So if you are going to do it this way, I recommend adding 1 or 2 fish or some small fish in a large volume of water. Now that tank is around 650 litres and I've added 6 small fish, so they are going to be absolutely fine, especially with those regular water changes until I believe the tank is nice and mature. Now the algae buildup on the walls helps significantly, and it really helps to remove any of those pollutants from the water, and it also provides a natural feeding source for the fish. After around another week of feeding once a day, I will slowly ramp up to feeding twice a day, the same amount, and I will just continue to do that until the fish get a good level of feeding, maybe sort of 4 to 6 feeds a day, because I really want to grow these fish on and get them to their full potential. So regular water changes and lots of feeding in the future will be the best for these fish. So that is really it for this series. We've done the cycle from day 1 all the way now to day 30. I'm sure I will keep you updated with how the fish are getting on and how the tank is coming into maturation and how the algae slowly starts to build up. The filter bacteria will colonize the media even more, and then we will start to get a little bit more dirt build up and have to keep on top of that regular maintenance. So the end of our how to cycle your new aquarium series is come to an end, and that is it for this video. I know it may not seem like it is day 30 on the videos, it may be like day 40 or day 50, but the time of filming this, it was day 30, and we are now coming into our new series, which is right behind the camera. I think you have already seen me start to set up the new stand or get the new stand ready for our new system, and obviously that may be another aquarium we need to cycle, or maybe I will do that one slightly differently and I will do an instant cycle so it is ready to add fish straight away. I'm not quite sure yet, but I want to show different methods on the channel, because as always there is not one single method to keeping fish, and there are lots of good different methods out there. So it is good to educate all the hobbyists out there so they know that there isn't one concise, correct way, and there are multiple different ways to do things. So thank you all for watching. As always, remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.